As a comic book fan, I feel like each and every single one of us has our own favorite adaptation, interpretation of a certain character we like. But most of the times, everybody knows the comic books, and everybody knows that 99% of characters you like originated from a comic book. Even if you don't agree with their characterization in that book or with how they were written in a certain book, we all know where they come from and we know their origin story. You know, everybody. It's pretty much a given at this point. But if there's one thing we can all relate to when we read comics, and I hope, you guys can relate to it too, is that we have a certain specific voice that we have in our head for the character. And that's kind of what I want to be talking about in this video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the voices I hear when I'm reading comics. But before I get into that, I also want to make it very clear. I'm not gonna be talking about like certain eras of comic books. When I say the voice actor's name or I credit the voice actor, I'm mostly crediting it like I'm pretty much gonna explain what voice I hear from what era. Like for example, when it comes to comics, we have certain different eras. You have the 60s, you have the 70s, you have the 80s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and now in the modern era of comics. And I don't wanna put like a voice actor that I don't feel like fits the 60s vibe. So when I say this certain voice actor, I'm mostly only going to keep it to the modern stuff or like the 2000s and above. I'm not going to the 70s, 80s and everything. I like those comics, but I have different voice actors or different people in mind when I hear those voices. I don't think of the current voice actors that I feel like I have on my list. But anyways, let's get straight to it. The first person I have on the list who I also want to credit because like y'all see the profile picture, of course, we're going with Spider-Man. And for my Spider-Man voice, I know most people might think this is a hot take, but hey, it's my opinion, it's my list. Josh Keaton. Come on, bro. I mean, I grew up in the 2010s and Josh Keaton was pretty much my Spider-Man. I loved Spectacular Spider-Man. I can't stress enough how much I love this show. And whenever he plays Spider-Man, I just feel like he nails the character. It's so hard. I love Yuri Lowenthal as well, and I love a whole bunch of other voice actors like Sean Marquette, Neil Patrick Harris, and Christopher Daniel Barnes. I think all of them are great, but for me, when I think of my Spider-Man, it's easily like Josh Keaton in Spectacular Spider-Man. He recently also voiced Spider-Man in, I think, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which I thought was amazing. And whenever he gets the chance to voice the character, it's like literally my childhood dream. I love this man, his voice. I think he portrays the character amazingly. He fits the character's vibe. I don't think he fits like every era or version of Spider-Man. For example, like when I think of 80s Spider-Man, like John Romita Sr. era Spider-Man, I don't think of Josh Keaton. I mostly think of Christopher Daniel Barnes or somebody older. But his voice just fits the character, and whenever he gets to voice the character, it's literally like my dream come true. To this day, I'm still holding out hope that they make a Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. I know it's never gonna happen, but hey, somebody can dream, right? Next on the list, and this might be like, I don't know if many people are gonna agree with this statement, but I gotta give it to Sonic himself, Roger Craig Smith. Like I said before, I grew up in around the late 2000s, 2010s type era, and Roger Craig Smith has literally been in almost every single thing. He's Sonic, he's played so many characters in a regular show, and him as Captain America, I feel like just fits. He sounds so inspiring, but yet confident. I watched the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show when I was growing up, and yeah, he was Captain America in that show, I'm pretty sure. And he also played Captain America in a few Lego specials or presentations, I'm pretty sure. And whenever he plays Captain America, it's fun. I do like some other Captain America voices, and I think they fit. But Roger sounds like a modern depiction of Captain America. I recently read Sentinel of Liberty, that comic book from Captain America. I have it literally like in my closet. And I finished it like a few weeks ago. And honestly, like, Roderick Rick Smith is my Captain America voice. He's so iconic as a character, and he's a top tier voice actor. Credit this man. Next up on the list, we got my boy, the one and only God of Thunder, Thor. I don't think there's anyone else I could hear as Thor. I love Chris Hemsworth, but it's gotta go to Travis Willingham, bro. He plays Thor Marvel Rivals, I'm pretty sure. Like, he just has that iconic voice. He sounds godlike, bro. Like, I grew up again in the 2010s, and I know him as Knuckles. I know him as Thor. I know him as so many other characters from my childhood. He also voiced Kingpin in Spider-Man PS4, I'm pretty sure. And his Thor is just what I expect Thor to sound like. It's like the status quo for Thor, his voice. I can't imagine anyone else. Of course, there can be other voice actors. I'm not trying to say, oh, it belongs to him, but whenever he voices Thor, man, in Marvel Rivals, you just hear that voice and you're instantly like, it's so recognizable, it's so iconic, and it's so classic. You instantly know, like, Travis Willingham, that's Thor. And that's what I like about his voice and about his performance as Thor. He just fits the character. He sounds like Thor. His voice, it sounds like I'm glazing. And yeah, I'm glazing, rightfully so. But he is my Thor, and he always will be. I still love Chris Hemsworth, though. I've spoken up about how much of a fan I am of this character. Heck, I even made a video about him like a few weeks back. But that... Sorry, wrong character. Daredevil, top 2 Marvel characters for me, and he's definitely number 2. I'm sorry, Spider-Man. He's just that goated. But yeah, Daredevil, he doesn't have a lot of animated appearances that I know of. Like, you have his 90s voice, which fits the 90s. You have so many other characters or people who voice them, but the only Daredevil I actually know and like is Charlie Cox. I know, but he did voice Daredevil in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I think he sounds amazing as Daredevil. Whenever I read a comic book, I can't read it without hearing his voice. He is Matt Murdock to me, which is even crazier to think because he's British, bro. He is a British man. But just like in the Daredevil TV show, in Daredevil Born Again, in She-Hulk, in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, he played the character and he does it so well. He fits Matt Murdock's voice. He sounds like, I don't know how to describe it. He sounds so... I don't have the correct words to like describe his voice. But I think the best way how I can describe it is he sounds how I would expect Matt Murdock to sound. Now again, I'm not saying there's any other voice actor. There's multiple people who can play Matt Murdock, but nobody does it like Charlie Cox, man. It's just that iconic, and I love his voice. This character on the list might honestly be like the most whatever type character. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, especially since the release of, I think, Ant-Man Quantumania, people don't like Ant-Man as much. I love Ant-Man, bro. He's like so underrated, and I feel like he doesn't get as much credit, especially not in the MCU. I don't like how they handled him in the MCU. His first movie was good, the second one was okay, and the third one just was a movie, I guess. But honestly, when I think of Ant-Man, I think of his voice from Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I think that show was the best representation of 616 MCU. It had cameos with characters that I liked. It had my favorite adaptation or version of Captain Marvel, and just all the characters. Secret Invasion, bro, the fact that Secret Invasion was done better in an animated show from 2012 or 13 or something than a fully fledged Marvel Studios Kevin Feige produced TV show from 2023 is crazy to me. It's like, I love EMH, and Ant-Man was a big part in that. I love him as Ant-Man, and that's Wally Wingert, or Wing. I definitely butchered the name, but Wally Wingert, I'm pretty sure. I think he voices Hank Pym, who is my Ant-Man. I love Scott Lang, but it's always Hank Pym to me. And yeah, I think he voices Ant-Man amazing. I can't imagine anyone else as Ant-Man. His voice fits the character. I like how he portrays Scott as being nerdy but also friendly in a way, and I like that. it fits his character. And he's a great voice actor just overall. And Earth Mightiest Heroes is probably like top comic book shows for me, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think this is even fair. I don't know what I did with the list, but this character, I I said in a previous video who he was and like who my favorite voice for him was, and it's gotta be Steve Blum as Wolverine, bro. Like I promise, like, I'll make a part 2 to this video and I'll try to add unknown or some random characters instead of just, you know, famous big guys. But yeah, Steve Blum as Wolverine. I don't think I have to go into a rant session with this. It's justified. Who else can voice Wolverine? Okay, no, that's too much glazing. Too much glazing. Now I kind of spoiled this, but the next list or next character on the list is definitely Deadpool, and there's only one man who I like as Deadpool, and it's not Ryan Reynolds. FYI, I love the Deadpool movies, and I love Ryan Reynolds in those movies, but okay, the Nathan Drake himself, like, who else can it be, bro? He's voiced Deadpool in his own game, he's voiced Deadpool multiple times. He doesn't voice Deadpool in Marvel Rivals though. Like, there's a new voice actor for Deadpool, and I think he's also doing a good job, by the way. But Nolan North is honestly my Deadpool. He's such, like, he's comically funny, and he just fits the character. Whenever I think of the comic books, I don't think of Ryan Reynolds' version. I think Ryan Reynolds is a good actor as Deadpool, and he does a great job, but Nolan North is my Deadpool, bro. But yeah, that's kind of all I have for today. I definitely, like, I had a lot of fun going through my favorite voices for these characters in this video. So I might make a part 2. Actually, no, I am going to make a part 2. I don't know when though, but I will. Let me know which characters you might want to hear from, like who my definitive voice is. Let me know who your definitive voice is for a certain character. And yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you made it to the end of the video. Genuinely appreciate you. Thank you so much. And yeah, goodbye. Peace.